too old. Randy Graham was drafted too high. Vinny Curry ain't done it.
Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Make sure you follow me on Twitter for, just instant things during out the day about anything that's happening with the Philadelphia Eagles or anything close to us, i.e. the NFC East. My Twitter handle is @Lord_Brunson. Remember, @Lord_Brunson. You can ask me questions about anything, about how to obtain the handles gloves, how you can get you a free Alpha grip. Ask me a question about anything, and I'm most likely going to reply. I don't feel like that. I'm out of space and out of touch with things to where I can't reply to a message. So make sure. It might get bright in here real quick. Just roll into some sunlight. I should open the roof so we can get closer to God for this video. Now, I don't want Howie to get anybody. I don't care. I don't care who disagree. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. It's Lord Brunson, back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. I don't want Howie to make a move. Everything looks shiny and new right now simply because it's just out there and it's available. It's like having $1 million at your disposal and you want it because you like it. You see it because you like it. The fact of the matter is this, Eagles Nation. We are 4 plays from being undefeated. We're 4 plays from being undefeated. We're 4 plays from being undefeated. 4 plays. If we stop that long bomb on the first drive of the game, if that don't happen, that long pass play to Deshaun Jackson, 75-yard bomb, we most likely pull that game out. I feel like we pull that game out. I do. I really feel like we pull that game out. If we stop a 4th and 15 against the Tennessee Titans, that game is over. It doesn't go to overtime. If the fluke strip sack of Carson Wentz that led to a defensive tackle running the ball and don't go for a touchdown, I feel like we win that game as well. And if we don't blow a 17-point lead to the Carolina Panthers, we win that game as well. Now I'm not in the business of dealing with ifs. That's not even my thing. But you got to feel it. But what we failing to realize is this: we haven't been blown out yet. I will count the Carolina Panthers game as a blowout because it was 21 unanswered points. 21 unanswered points to come back for them to rally that game. I feel like the defense let us down in a blowout manner. That was despicable. Probably one of the worst losses of the last 5-6 seasons of the Philadelphia Eagles. That was despicable. Now, we don't need to run out here and be trying to get people. We don't need to run out here and be trying to do this and do that. You know what I mean? We're a couple plays away from being in very good shape. If we stop the 2 4th downs, we got 2 losses. We got 2 losses. We got 2 losses, and we number 1 in the NFC. We number 1 in the NFC East if we stop the 2 first downs. We lead our division right now. We stopped the 2 first downs. But the ball just didn't roll like that. The ball didn't roll like that. We played porous defense, and I feel like it's something that could be corrected. I feel like it's smart. It's very smart. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people like to say Doug Peterson this, Howie Roseman that right now. Doug Peterson is doing exactly what he should be doing as a head coach. He's doing exactly what he should be doing as a head coach. He may have lost some of you guys. He may have lost some of us as fans with his decisions. But what he hasn't done is lost that locker room. And that's important when you're going through turmoil. Doug Peterson has not lost the locker room. They asked him about Jake Elliott. He said Jake Elliott's fine. He don't feel like he need to talk to him. Doug Peterson has yet to throw one single player under the bus. He has yet to throw a player under the bus, to my knowledge. To my knowledge. Now, if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. Doug Peterson has yet to throw nobody under the bus. He believes in these guys. He's giving the guys the ultimate trust. You know what I mean? These guys are defending Super Bowl champions, man. You cannot give up on this roster right now. You can't give up on the roster right now. But especially knowing the circumstances. No, we're only a game and a half behind first place. You can't give up on these rosters right now. Because look at all the teams that's doing well right now. The Patriots are doing well right now. Patriots always do well. The Chiefs are doing well right now. The Saints are doing well right now. The Rams are doing well right now. There's only going to be one Super Bowl winner, though. There's only going to be one Super Bowl winner. All the teams that's doing well right now, 3 of them are going to be set up for heartbreak. 3 of them are going to be set up for heartbreak because I don't want to hear of you getting the #1 seed and not closing the deal, because that's what we did when we had the #1 seed. We got the #1 seed and we closed the deal. We closed the deal by winning the championship. We closed the deal by winning the championship. You know what I mean? The Saints and the Rams both can't win the Super Bowl. They both can't go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So who gonna close the deal? Or who gonna be disappointed? Who gonna be disappointed? You know what I mean? Right now we're a disappointment because we should be in the mix. We should be in the mix for this year's Super Bowl. We should be in the mix for this year's Super Bowl. But I'd rather, if we're gonna go down, I want to go down with who we have. Point blank period. I want to go down with who we have on our roster. I want to give these guys a chance to prove that they can fix it or don't prove they can fix it. I don't want no Janoris Jenkins. That's just how I feel. I don't want no Janoris Jenkins. I don't want no Raiders quarterback. I don't. If you're going to go get a quarterback, it should have been Patrick Peterson, or you could go get Chris Harris. You know what I mean? Bring Deshaun back. Bringing Deshaun Jackson back, or bringing Shady McCoy back. That's something that makes sense to me. Because if things don't go as planned, they still have the opportunity to play for the city that they loved again. They still have the opportunity to retire as an Eagle if they decide to take a pay cut and stick around. Deshaun Jackson about to be 32. A lot of people was claiming Deshaun washed up, but he's on pace for 1,200 receiving yards already this year. 1,200 receiving yards. Deshaun Jackson's having one of the most productive seasons of his career. So Deshaun Jackson wanting to be let go and us going to get Deshaun Jackson, that don't sound like a bad idea. But in my opinion, I don't feel like the weapons are the problem if we're going to go after somebody. I don't feel like the weapons are the problem. If we're going to go after somebody, it need to be somebody that can run the ball, or it need to be somebody that's a lockdown corner who can play man-to-man on the opposing team's best wide receiver. It got to be somebody that's a game changer. It do. Other than that, don't get nobody. Don't get nobody to fill a void to kind of hush the fans up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I believe that with this roster as is, all these people making these additions, I believe that we can correct this thing with the roster that we have. Because this roster is still chock full of talent. This roster is still the Super Bowl, the defending Super Bowl championship roster pretty much. These guys are a motivational speech away from getting things done, man. I keep saying it. They're the right talking to away from getting things done. You know what I mean? Don't get nobody. I don't care. I don't want nobody new. I don't care who it is. If it's not Le'Veon Bell, if it's not a game changer, I don't want nobody to try to put no Band-Aid on something. I don't want nobody who ain't going to change the position or change the room that they're going into. I don't. These other teams, they having fire sales. Snack Harris is gone. People just doing crazy stuff for 5th-round picks. That's not us. We're not going to jump the gun. And that's why I got respect for Howie. We're not going to jump the gun. We're going to evaluate this. We're going to do exactly what we're supposed to do. Because like I said, we are literally 4 plays away from being undefeated. 4 plays away from being undefeated. I'd rather go into battle with what we got. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at with it right now. So I'm going to go live for the keys to victory against the Jags at some point tonight. And we can finish this discussion about why I just don't want nobody anymore. I don't think we need nobody. I don't think so.